The Lightbinder, a wise and noble warrior who regards life as a precious gift. Mastering the power of light, they protect their allies, shielding them from enemy attacks. But their kindness is not without limit. Directing their powers against an enemy, a Lightbinder is capable of inflicting massive damage at a significant distance. The Lightbinder's presence can shape the outcome of an entire battle. Using the ability Halo, they can protect entire groups from damage, or they can elect to surround an ally with unstable shield, negating incoming damage before detonating in a flash of light. With Blessing of Tenacity, a Lightbinder can dispel harmful effects cast on allies. Burning Stream produces a white-hot beam, piercing all enemies in a line. Starstorm strikes targets with orbs of compressed energy. Wrath of the Sun takes down any foe who ventures too close. And Merciful Blow finishes off weakened opponents by engulfing them in light. In tough battles, the Lightbinder can transform into a true embodiment of light, empowering nearby allies to inflict more damage and take less in turn. This class is perfect for those who enjoy playing support classes and prefer to control the battlefield. If an ally falls, the Lightbinder can use Enigma of Revival to resurrect them, returning them to the fight. Use light energy to dictate your own terms in battle. Want to know more? Visit...
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Michael Dunaway here, Community Manager for Skyforge here in North America. How's it going? Glad to have you guys for another stream here in CBT2. We've moved on away from CBT1, now in CBT2. We have a lot of new content for you to check out. New classes, Thetin Rift, which is one of the new adventures that we're going to be checking out today. And we're going to be all kicking this all off, of course, with a beta key giveaway, as we've done for all the previous streams. So before I go ahead and introduce everyone that's going to be joining us today, let's go ahead and get one of the beta keys sent out from the community, or to the community rather. So, as always, we're going to have a suggested word. You guys would type that word into the comments, and may the best person win. May the randomness begin. So the word today, the initial word will be Lightbinder. The word is Lightbinder, the class that we're going to be focusing on today. As you can see here, I've got my awesome cowboy hat. It's actually a pretty fashionable cowboy hat, and my sunglasses on Spunky here. So Lightbinder will be the word. If you don't have a beta key, you'll drop that into the comments, and our moderators will get us started off. So as that's happening, let's go ahead and say hello to our two compatriots that'll be joining us today. To my left, we have Lord Deathslayer, better known as Andrew Hahn, the lead community manager here at my.com. Hey Andrew, how's it going?
Not too bad. But just to remember, everybody calls me Drew, so... Yeah,
that's right. Drew, Andrew. And on the right, we have Cletus Snow, otherwise known as Eric DeMilt, the development director here at Obsidian and my.com as well. How you doing, Eric?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good, doing well. So, Drew, Eric, you guys are playing two of the new classes available in CBT2 that players will be able to get to and unlock. Would you guys mind really explaining very quickly the names of those classes?
Yeah, so go.
I was gonna say so the guy I'm playing as a Slayer. He is kind of our Shadow Warrior, master of all things stealth and quick. So he's one of the more quicker guys. He's got some really kind of cool abilities that we're gonna do another live stream showing off the Slayer and Eric's character, right? So I don't want to spoil it too much, but I will say he's tons of fun. He's really quick, and during the live stream this is going to get pretty crazy. So
Eric, who are you playing as?
I'm playing the Necromancer, right? So the Necromancer is a pretty advanced class, all about the death magic, lots of ghostly abilities, right? Ghostly Strike, Cursed Land, all that dark stuff, right? One of my favorites to cast here in the Divine Observatory is the Wall of Pain. Right? Love doing that. Awesome. Yeah, so just everything you'd want from a dark class. Really like the class outfit, right? The default class outfit makes me look all moody and emo and badass. So I dig this class.
Nice. It looks like we just actually had our first winner. Congratulations to Y Galm for winning the first beta key. So Good job to you, man. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. So yeah, I wanted to, first of all, just sort of get out of the way that these 2 additional classes are going to be joining us today. I know a lot of players will probably have questions about them. Your questions, if you're interested in learning more about those classes or any of the additional classes that are going to be available, we just released our full roster of all 13 classes that are going to be available in Skyforge at release. So I definitely recommend after the stream checking that out if you want to see a little bit more of these guys. But I myself, like I said before, I'm playing the Lightbinder here. As you can see, I've got my fashionable robes on. The Lightbinder is one of the supports that are going to be available in Skyforge. And unlike, say, the last classes that we featured on the stream, things like the Cryomancer or the Gunner or the Berserker, the Lightbinder is focused on supporting allies through offensive support in ways. So basically, instead of being a defensive style support, someone who heals and just looks at HP bars, the Lightbinder's up in the fray. He's there dealing damage, actually quite a lot of damage, but also sustaining his allies and choosing the right moments to shield them, even resurrect them in combat, and buff them as well, so give them additional damaging boost. So you're not just a heal bot, you're not just there to heal your allies and stare at the pretty little HP bars. You're here to actually engage in the combat as well and support your allies through the active system like that. So before we actually begin, let's go ahead and go through the actual abilities and talents a little bit of the Lightbinder, just so you guys can understand the flexibility present to you in the class. If I bring up here, you can see we've got already a few of these abilities unlocked. And the Lightbinder, being this sort of support style class, not only can he spec himself into dealing a high amount of damage, but he also, of course, can spec into the supportive ability. So he has an option there to go depending on his playstyle and what the party or his friends or himself needs in that moment. So to begin with, we have our basic attack, which is Pulsating Flare. This just deals some basic damage, but more importantly, you can actually stack this on an ally. And when you stack it on an ally, it increases the damage of their next attack. So you don't have to use this simply to deal damage. You can use it to assist your allies as well, just directly through targeting them and then choosing to buff them with that ability. On my right click, I have what's called Particle of Light or Golden Sphere. So this is a 2 style of ability. You have a basic ability. If you click it, you'll throw out a sphere of light, and that will basically explode in an area dealing moderate damage. And then by charging it, you get what's called Golden Sphere, which will actually pull all the enemies along the way. It's a slow-moving orb that you'll see that'll move across the screen and pull enemies towards it. There's actually a different version of that, so if you've seen the stream, if you've seen the initial class video of the Lightbinder, you'll have noticed that they had a laser-like ability called Burning Stream. That's one of the other talents, so as we go through the stream here, you'll be able to see that ability as well. I'll swap that out so you can see that. And basically, instead of having a sort of crowd control modifier, Burning Stream just allows you to deal direct line of damage in front of you to all the enemies in a line. So you have some options there already, just in your basic attacks of how you approach a situation if you're with allies or alone, and you can swap between those abilities freely in order to sort of best suit your current playstyle. Moving on from that, though, I already have quite a number of other abilities slotted here. For example, Blessing of the Sun. This is a damage buff to all your allies in radius. So, like I said before, the Lightbinder, it's not just someone who does support through shields or healing. It's also a support that additionally provides stat boosts or damage boosts to your allies. In this case, it'll increase their damage by 1.5 times for 7 seconds. Unstable Shield is a charge-based ability. I have a talent currently slotted that allows me to put shields on allies. Sacred Barrier is another sort of AoE barrier that I'm able to place up on allies, which negates all incoming damage for 4 seconds, as well as removing any negative effects. So those are damage over times or slows. It's really great for PvE as well as PvP, of course. And then Halo is another sort of damage absorption barrier that I'm able to slot. This will allow me to absorb all the damage incoming for 50% for 6 seconds. So these are the current sort of supportive abilities I have stacked here. I've actually grouped them up between 1 and 4 because they're going to be the abilities during our live stream that I use the most. Since I'm focusing on support, I'll be focusing on mainly using these to remain sort of there and present with my allies and make sure that I'm able to keep them up. Since there are no direct healing abilities with the Lightbinder, we're going to be relying on the shields a lot and these barriers to mitigate the damage until we get those necessary health globes in order to replenish some of that HP lost. But as I said before, the Lightbinder isn't just all about support. I have a couple of abilities here which augment my damage. Star Fury, for example, this allows me to place a charge on myself or on an ally, which will actually stun any attackers that attack them, so it's great for putting it on a tank and deal damage to them as well. I also have Sparks of Anger, which is one of my main impulse driven abilities. So impulse, of course, augments one of your abilities to deal additional damage on a sort of timer based system. And with Sparks of Anger, I'm able to do quite a significant amount of that damage. So if I'm not really having to worry about shielding so much, I can focus a lot on using a lot of my light energy into this Sparks of Anger ability. And then finally, Quasar here as my main sort of AoE damaging ability. This will pull all enemies in a circle together and group them up and stun them for 1 second and reduce their movement speed by half for 5 seconds. So it's a great form of crowd control. Definitely is useful in Thetin Rift, which we're going to be seeing in a little bit. And it's something that you're going to want to weave into your abilities. So you're not just going to be shielding and supporting allies, you're also going to be using CC and crowd control as a support in order to mitigate further that damage. All right. Now, finally here, we have Incarnation of Light, which is the ultimate ability. You've seen this perhaps in the video at the very end, the Lightbinder trailer, and it basically turns the Lightbinder into a pillar of light, if you will, and protects allies in an area of effect, as well as increases their damage. So it's both a damage boost and a damage mitigator. And what's nice about it is if any allies actually die while the aura is active, you're able to instantly resurrect them. So it has a nice counter component to that as well. So all these abilities both have a damage component and a supportive component, and you have different options here that you can slot in depending on if you want to go more damage or more support given the situation. So Lightbinder, you're not just pigeonholed into just being this support type. You can have some flexibility there. Currently with our talents, we have Bright Flares, which increases the damage used against an enemy has a 10% chance to restore impulse charge. So when I use this against an enemy, when I have time or free time, I'm able to regain that impulse charge, which will again allow me to deal additional damage. But when I use it on a friendly target, it actually will restore points of light energy, which is the mana of sorts for the Lightbinder. So it has a pro for either damage or support depending on what you're doing. Solar Breeze here, again, sort of just increases my light energy regeneration. So out of combat, it has a really high regeneration rate, so you can quickly get back in the fight. While in combat, it has a lower, but still sustained. With the Lightbinder, you're going to make sure that you have a lot of light energy consistently, because you're going to be needing to cast a lot of your abilities in quick succession, and a lot of the Lightbinder's abilities have pretty low cooldowns. So it's important that if you're playing support that you have access to that regeneration. Rain of Fire is actually pretty interesting. It's tied to the Unstable Shield. So Unstable Shield traditionally has a cooldown. You'll place it on an ally or yourself, and it allows you to mitigate damage for a certain amount of time before exploding and dealing damage into AoE around it. But with this talent here, you're able to have 2 charges and basically able to use one of those 2 charges or both charges every 12 seconds or so. So it gives you an additional charge of that, and it has a little bit more flexibility, again, for that supportive role. Shining Fragments here means that when an Unstable Shield explodes here, it actually will deal additional damage, so 100% more damage. Again, it's just another form of damage buff. You know, your shields not only shield allies, but it also increases your damage as well. And then Star Power here decreases the cooldown on my Star Fury and increases the stun duration by 2 seconds. Additionally, targets affected by the stun take 20% more damage. So this combined allows me to further mitigate damage incoming to, say, the tank, while also increasing the damage that the current target takes. Again, you know, it's both a buff to your own damage and a buff to allies as well, including the mitigation factor. So support, again, you know, you're an offensive support. You're not only just healing or providing, you know, these reductions to your allies. You're also in the fray. You're dealing damage, and you're providing ways for your allies to deal additional damage as well. That being said, now that we've sort of waded through that some, let's go ahead and actually check out Thetin Rift. I've talked a lot about the abilities now. Let's put them to good use. So we'll go up here and queue up for that. Let's go here to the Divine Observatory. Take a look at all the current nodes active here in CBT2. And let's go here to our adventures and find Thetin Rift. Here we go. So Thetin Rift is a part or nearby the Lanber forest, which you may be familiar with already. And with Thetin Rift, essentially, it's a passageway to one of these temples that were owned or were operated, sorry, Thetin Rift is an area that's a passageway that allows you to get to a temple that was owned by the rebel god Nerion. Nerion used to be an ally of Aelion in Skyforge, but he sort of backstabbed Aelion later on and unleashed these Mantide forces, which are basically giant bugs, if you will, some of them leeching, brain-sucking bugs that actually have enslaved a lot of the nearby citizens and inhabitants. So we're getting in here already. And as support here, you know, starting out, you know, I'm just using basic abilities to deal damage. I'm not really having to focus too much on healing or anything like that with these winger leeches. Drew, you're getting all in there with that Slayer.
Oh yeah, he's quick. That's the thing.
For sure.
The one thing, remember, guys, take this one a little bit slow.
Roger
what
that.
happened.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about what happened in the test run of this.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go up here. So as
Make sure you get that caster.
Let's go ahead and use my first shields here. There we go. So we've been able to shield up our allies here. With all this AoE that's going on, I can put down the Quasar here, which will pull enemies in. And with the Necromancer, a lot of your abilities are already AoE based, so it's really good to sort of combine those. Lord Deathslayer, you've got a nice little bonus buff on there. Cletus Snow has it as well.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, again, focus on those casters.
For us.
Yeah, so we want to focus on the guys
skull
on the right. Oh, nicely pulled in there. So I'll go ahead and put mitigation there, allows the Star Storm, which will stun enemies that attack the target. And use our shields here to, again, mitigate some of this incoming damage for a few seconds. Oh. So by hitting F3 or F1 or F2, I'm able to individually select targets. You don't merely have to use your cursor. You can hit F1 through 5, say, for example, if you're in a 5-man dungeon. If you want to be able to select someone specifically that's in your line of sight in order to use that. Oh, run out of resources here. Gonna have to gain those back. There we go. Nicely done. Oh, I picked up a new rod. Let's see what I got here. Equipment, is it good? Yes, it is. Let's go for 164 prestige. Nice. I've got my reward. Move on to the particle mastery. So right now we're just dealing with some basic winger leeches. These are actually being spawned by a queen, which is down there. You can't quite see her, so we have to continuously move through somewhat of a small gauntlet. Watch out for the caster. Yeah, the Asswing prisoner there in the back. So there's going to be a lot of damage coming in right here. So let's go ahead and bring those enemies in just a bit. And I'll go ahead and actually form this ball, if I can get a second here before the fight actually gets going. This ball will pull enemies into it. A little bit slow on that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. Put the shield up there on Cletus.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and
Cletus is getting his butt
going on. There we go, get another shield up. Oh, there we go. So with the Lightbinder, you have actually quite a lot of shields at your disposal, and with your talents, you're able to use them much quicker if you're focusing on being a support and not just sort of like a hybrid support, if you will. Lord Deathslayer taking a little bit of damage to the right.
Yeah,
see if
he is the DPS tank today.
There we go.
We got a lot of people coming in here right now.
Yeah, I hate those ads.
Yeah. Alright, so we were able to clear that out. Not too bad.
Yep. Oh, here comes another pack of bugs.
Yep. That's alright, I'll put down
a little
vortex here. We'll pull them in. And then I'll get this orb going as well.
We're going to have to push past these guys or we're going to get bound up here after we clear this.
Down. So Cletus, let's put a shield on you, buddy. There you go.
Alright.
So right there, you're actually seeing some of the ghouls that the Necromancer can summon.
Yeah, summoned them. Summoned them.
Nice,
I
nice.
can buff them too, so they do more damage.
As a Necromancer, you actually deal some of your abilities with your own health, or that's how you cast them. So it's really important. You have to watch out to mitigate their HP as well. Oh.
And I'm pulling in the queen.
I'm attacking the queen.
I do it. I'm here. get a shield going up here.
Ooh, I'm hurting for certain. Thank you for that shield.
Right. Gotcha, no problem. Let's go ahead and pull them in here. Oh. So as you can see, I'm not staring at a HP bar the whole time. I'm up in the fray. You know, I'm in there dealing damage. I'm using my abilities to mitigate as well.
Yeah, we definitely need the help in this level, or at least I do. Boom.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there are going to be engagements. Oh, I used my finisher there, which engulfed them in light.
Nice one.
I don't think anything's down that way right now.
Oh, that's just one little critter. I'm gonna go kill him because
why not?
That's how I am.
You're a necromancer. You just
I got to
enjoy death. Let's go.
Kind of my thing. There you go. Ripped
he's already dead
half with ghostly hands.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nice.
Right, let's heal up for a sec. You're a bit low.
Yep. It's cool. Drew going. Oh no, it's a shadow. It's Drew's ability there.
Hey, my buddy.
Yep.
He's got a buddy.
No,
I want to support now.
Nice
All right, so
like
I'm gonna place down a little vortex there. If you can pull him in.
Pulling.
Boom, there we go. Pull that in, and then also...
you gotta focus on that caster.
Yeah, get the caster in the back.
Damage dealers right now.
Put a damage buff up. There we go. Now, I'm able to... I don't really have time, but I'm able to actually hold down my left click if I focus it on an ally. And by doing that, I'm able to sort of channel a damage buff and stat
Our
boost
caster's toast.
There we go. I think Drew is trying to take on the other one back here, or it's one of the damage dealers.
Yeah, I'm just keeping busy.
So you just got a health orb, looks like, which is nice.
Yeah, I just snaked that. Sorry if somebody needed it.
In terms of difficulty, Lightbinder is probably one of the more difficult starting classes, just because of the fact that you have to basically choose whether or not you're assisting your allies or dealing damage. And the fact that, as you can see, allies take a lot of damage sometimes. It means that you always have to be on your toes, switching back between, dealing damage with to enemies and supporting allies. Because a lot of times, by dealing damage to the enemy or by using some of your abilities, you're supporting the ally by stunning them, providing damage boost against them, and shielding them as well.
Which one?
Center one caster.
Center one caster.
Okay.
This is one of the harder pools in the game, so I'm going to put this vortex down right in front of them. And that's immediately going to pull them in. Okay. Didn't quite judge that. Oh. We have to move up just ever so slightly, it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and start us off with a nice shield boost right here. And let's see if we can get... Oh, here he comes.
There we go. Summon a Mantide of my own. Eat it.
Oh, I'm out of charges. Okay. Put up one of my other damage mitigators here. Did we take him down? We did.
They are very angry. Look at that. I got my own summoned Mantide fighting Mantides. Well,
nice.
I had. Get off me, evil
Oh, there's a
bug.
guy right behind us.
Oh, alright, that one's down. One more. Alright, so I'm going to put a shield up on Cletus there.
Thank you.
Put a shield up
Alright,
on myself.
pulled her into that AoE too. Nice. Whoever pulled her.
There we go. All these little mines here placed by Drew.
Yeah, they're especially helpful when those
ads
little
show
groups of the Mantides come.
Yep.
Guys, oh.
Alright, there's a big caster one in there.
Before we pull this, let's go ahead and throw out another beta key.
Alright.
Sure, let's do this.
Good point. And the keyword this time will be Mantide. So go ahead and just type in Mantide, one word, and that will get you secured in the next giveaway for a beta key.
Alright.
Alright, let's pull this. Yeah, let me put down the vortex here. I'll charge up my attack. Pull him in.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there it goes. Boom. It's a good use there of our AoE abilities there. Oh, they're coming.
Yeah, well, the caster's not.
That's right. I'm going to throw out a beacon here, and it's a good time to use my teleportation there.
There we go.
Wanderer's
I
Relic.
backstab that guy. He's dead.
So right there, I used the teleport beacon for myself, which is called Wanderer's Relic. It actually will also allow an ally to click on it and teleport themselves to wherever the Lightbinder is. So not only can I activate it myself and teleport myself to where I place it, but it can be used in reverse as well.
So there's a caster behind the rocks here.
Bowler.
There's 4 of them, so yeah, which one? I'm gonna focus on the caster.
Let's focus on the guard first. I'm gonna have to probably use my ultimate right here, but we'll find out. So
there's a 5th one there too, eh? In the very, very back.
All right.
All right.
So,
starting with the vortex. There we go. Shields are up. Initial shields are up. I'm gonna go ahead and boost our damage here. Remember to focus on the caster in the back.
That's where target lock is really useful.
I'm stunned.
Are you?
Yep. Target lock is definitely something that comes in useful here. So far, seems like Cletus is the one taking damage. So.
Yeah, I seem to have pissed them all off by attacking.
There you go. Put a shield up on you. You're good.
All right, caster's down.
Caster is down. Put up a. Oh, nice, Drew.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I had to use that.
Dude, that was nice. Tore up on him. Oh, ow. I'm still in a health yummy.
Cletus, no. Coming, Cletus. Shields up on you, man.
Yeah, you're saving me. You gotta pull these guys over to these mines. Let Drew's gadgets do their work.
Here we go. Oh.
There we go. Kaboom. Suck it.
Oh, watch out for the guy behind you, Cletus.
Watch this caster.
All right, another shield up. Another shield up. All right, go ahead and put up my big shield here.
All right, there we go.
Gives us some breathing room.
Bammy, bammy.
Engulfed in light. Nice. So now we just got the Mantide guard left.
Oh. Where is he?
Oh, there he is. The rear with the gear.
All right, got the shield up.
Whoa.
Eat skull.
Improving Drew's damage. So this is actually a good opportunity here where I can boost Drew's damage just by holding this down here. And it'll improve his stats by 20% for each stack, and it stacks up to 5 times. So you can improve his stats based on the Lightbinder stats up to 100% for about 5 seconds if you're able to channel that continuously. So if you get opportunities to do that, it increases your damage quite substantially.
All right, nice. Did you find something to fight, Mike? Oh, Drew did.
Drew, yeah.
Drew went
I killed it already.
Look at him. It's over there.
Okay, where are we going?
Down this way towards the Winger Queen. Get the leech here on the road.
I'm gonna pull it. Ready?
Oh, I got him. Turned into lights.
Hands are creepy.
We use so many abilities for one tiny guy.
Yep.
All right, here we got another stage here. We want to focus on the, of course, Aswang prisoner on the left.
Yep.
So I'll go ahead and put down. There we go. So Thetin Rift is actually a pretty good example of a dungeon that, or adventure rather, that essentially it can be done by one player, but it is definitely one of the ones we recommend that players do as a group, because it is sort of getting towards the middle prestige level. And as you can see, damage that you actually take during this is quite substantial.
Yeah, I would be toast without you helping keep me alive here, Mike.
Yeah.
Here comes another group of ads too, which.
That means there's another queen up there. So after we have to kill this, we have to move past those.
Yeah, so you get those waves. We don't want to get bogged down.
Ooh. Get some of my damage going here.
Okay, let's do it.
Eat it.
All right.
Loot crate.
So we've got 2 prisoners and a Mantide guard.
All right, right or left?
Something abs. So let's go for the left one first.
All right, left, going.
There we go. Shields up. Secondary shields are up, so we're completely mitigated against damage for a few seconds here, which is really useful. Got some stuns going up on there on Cletus. So he'll stun anybody who attacks
that.
him.
Oh!
Oh my god, what happened? I took a huge hit. We all did. Alright. Time to bust out the big ones. Shields are up, guys.
Mantide guard is breaking that one.
First caster's down.
Whoa.
Angry Mantide.
Cletus, no. Okay, got you, Cletus.
I'm trying.
Got you. I got you a shield. You're good, man. You're good.
Nice, thank you.
Whoa!
Oh, another wave.
You exploded on me. It's cool.
Another wave of baddies.
If you can kill that one guy, I can resurrect and be back there real quickly. There we go.
Nice, Drew. Save my bacon.
As usual,
nice.
the support dies first. Come up here.
Sometimes the Lightbinder's got to know when to just back off for a bit. And
yep, we got to hold up and wait for old Spunky to catch up.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Mantide guard there, he blew up around me.
Oh, new wave.
We got a whole other two ad groups coming. Oh, and they're aggroed on me.
I gotcha. Alright, shields are up. Get his little vortex going here. I find it funny that the Lightbinder basically plays golf with a lot of his abilities. He like tees up his attack and throws it off. Good animation there. Cletus, got another shield for you.
Thank you very much.
It's important to watch shields, especially for necromancers, because of the fact that necromancers utilize their HP. Oh, emote's basic reaction. Wow. Got into emote there. The fact that oh man,
emo. Something's happening.
Okay, hold on. I'm panicking, guys. Hold on.
All right, don't freak out.
There we go. I'm totally panicking. Oh, all right, ultimate's on.
Oh, I'm hurt for certain. That was well timed.
All right, it looks like you had to be resurrected, so it actually resurrected him right there.
Oh!
Pulled him in.
Thank you.
There we go. So that's actually a perfect example of utilizing my ultimate there to mitigate a lot of damage, and then once actually Cletus went down, it instantly revived him. It took me out of the mode. There we go.
Alright, so take the...
We can't really, we have to push past these
guys.
We
gotta push past these dudes. You wanna just bum rush the baddie?
Alright, let's put this down.
Alright,
we'll slow him down. We'll slow him down there. I got it. I got this, guys. You go. You do this.
We're going.
Shields up. There we go. Push those guys out a little bit. Oh, don't die. Shields up. There we go. Whew. One last wave. When we kill this wave, we'll be able to regen a little bit here.
Oh, thank you.
Just close enough. Man, oh man.
Nice one.
Alright, so let's regenerate a little bit of health there. Unfortunately, I had to use my my special ability, Incarnation of Light right there, so I'm not going to have it for the boss fight.
Alright.
But it's alright. Do you guys still have your ultimates for the boss fight?
Yep. Mine's still ready.
Get ready to go.
Alright.
Alright, let me know when you guys are ready.
I've got 18 seconds on my damage buff, so we should be good to go. Let's start it.
Alright.
Actually, let's go ahead and give out a beta key right there. That was pretty tough. So right before we go after this guy here, the Fathomless Gorge, let's go ahead and do one more beta key giveaway. This time, the giveaway is going to be for the keyword. Let's see here.
Yeah, he's actually an insatiable cryptide is the guy we're fighting.
It's an insatiable cryptide called Fathomless Gorge, correct?
I believe so.
Yes. So why don't we actually do that? Let's call it Gorge, guys. Gorge will be the word. So G-O-R-G-E, Gorge. And that will get you entered into the beta key giveaway. Gorge, guys. We'll get through there. You guys ready to go inside?
Yep.
All
Somebody count us down. Let's
so,
go.
Gorge here summons ads, but he also pulls people in, as you can see, and instantly tries to eat them. And if he succeeds, he'll spit you out into a little cocoon. And upon entering that cocoon, of course, you have to be destroyed in order to get out of it. The cocoon has to be destroyed, rather, to get out of it. So right now, we're just going ahead and get the damage boost out. There's not too many people out here, not too many ads at this point. Oh,
yeah, they're
I pissed them off. Oh! Ah, get away from me, creepy.
All right, pull the ads in. Pull the ads in. Got some of the damage mitigation up, and use that a little bit early. There is one health orb there, Cletus, if you want to pick that one up.
Alright, I'm gonna go get it. Hang on. Oh!
New ads. Shields up. So he's actually trying to suck in Cletus there, and he manages to do that. He'll go through his entire bowel system and be spit out the back.
Oh, I don't want to get
Hopefully we'll be able
out.
to show that mechanic. Alright, got another set of ads. Let's pull him in here. Oh, I'm getting. Oh no, he's got me. He's got me, guys. He's got me.
Oh no.
Oh, the support. Oh, there I am. Oh, get me out. Get me out.
The light slave, Lightbinder get pooped on.
Oh.
Ah, come on.
Help me. You gotta help me get out.
I'm trying.
How do I do that?
I'm in the back here. I'm suffocating. Somehow I've been put into this tiny cocoon. I'm on the ground.
You just have to pressing space or...
I can't move. Behind you guys.
Behind
Literally
who?
where he was. The other way,
got
Drew.
nothing.
The
Oh,
other
I
way,
see
Drew.
you.
Oh, I'm
You
out.
have
I'm
to
out
go.
now, apparently. I'm out. Okay.
Yeah.
I finally saw you.
All right, so I got some damage buffs going on. Let's see if we can recoup from that. Oh, I'm getting pulled in again. Help me, guys.
I'm doing everything I can. I got all
behind
these
you.
ads on me.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
All right, I got that one.
Shields up. All the mitigation shields
now
up.
I'm getting punched on.
There we go.
Get off me.
It was going so well until the support started getting pulled. Let's go and get one on Cletus here.
Okay.
Throw that out back there.
Stay off me, man. That is
Solo,
an
I
army
need one of the
ads.
health orbs.
What's that?
Oh, I went into my divine observer. Oops. All right, I'm going. Oh, who picked up the health? Dang it. All right.
Not me. Oh, he's got me.
All right, Cletus.
All right.
Yeah, I
got a
just got
damage bonus
pooped
for
out.
you.
Oh, I'm in his butt. Not cool. There, I'm out.
Knock
Not
those
cool
guys
at
around.
all.
Let's see if I can get a little bit of mitigation here. There we go. Pull those guys in a line. I have to make sure to keep myself healed up with shields because I am so low. Cletus taking a lot of damage there.
Yeah, I was gonna go up. Drew stole the health yummy.
All right, I got a
Sorry,
new
I'm
shield
just-
up here. Got another shield. He's down to 2 bars. Take that guy out in front of me. Disintegrate him into light. Gotta make sure to keep myself shielded. And you too, Cletus. And then I'll also go ahead, Cletus, and I'll put negation on you. So if he attacks you,
There
you
we
should
go. I
stun.
got that health. Nice. Got my Mantide in there chewing on him.
Nice.
Use his own
Yeah, there's
critters
his
against him.
Mantide Necro.
Have a skull. Alright, I think we got this guy.
Yeah, he's dead.
Nice.
So we got past
Oh.
those ads.
Woo.
Oh, now he dropped some health.
That was hard. All right, I got a new pommel.
Awesome.
I can go ahead and equip
All right.
that. Equipment.
Got a nice nifty ring.
Particle of light has a 33% chance to restore the light energy spent on it and recharges impulse charge.
The first
Nice.
time I've actually survived this.
Well, congratulations.
Well, not really. I mean, you rezzed me at one point, but...
Yeah, true.
Oh.
But hey, you know, that's what the Lightbinder's for, right?
Yep.
Did much better than we did yesterday.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yes, I've wiped every other time I played this.
So we've made it to the temple now. We've completed the Thetin Rift for now. And we'll have to
Yep.
return at another point to find out what the nefarious plans.
Yep,
have
and it
been
looks like
implemented.
Drew is off to the Divine
Observatory.
Observatory. Alright, I will join him.
Let's go ahead and give away another random key there since we actually were able to complete it. And this time we'll make it the keyword will be Cletus survives. So Cletus
Nice.
survives, one word. Cletus survives, and that will be the final sort of random giveaway key that we give. We're of course going to give out keys after this during the Q&A session, but in terms of the random giveaways, Cletus survives gets you entered into that giveaway chance of getting a beta key. Cledus with a D. I see some
Yep.
people using the T. You got people putting it in. Great. All right. So as that's going here, I'll go ahead and take a moment to look at my Ascension Atlas really quickly, just to take a look at everything I progressed. So with all the sort of starting classes, you start out fairly linear, getting some of your sort of key abilities as you move. And then as you continuously move up the Atlas, you'll reach a point where you're able to fork somewhat and progress depending on if you want to go for certain types of support or damage abilities. So you have an option here to go for more support up top, while down at the bottom you have a couple more damaging abilities, and ultimately ending in Rise and Shine, which is the other form of active sort of battle rezzing, if you will. We're able to res someone directly if they've died by charging or channeling an effect for a few seconds, and then once that's actually happened, it actually reduces the light energy regeneration rate by 60%. So there is somewhat of a trade-off while you do that. But of course, it brings someone back to life during the actual fight encounter itself, and so it's very crucial to use that at key opportune moments. All right. Just wait for the chat to clear from Cletus survives, and then we'll go on to answering a few of the questions here. Someone asked really quickly, is the Lightbinder considered the only healing class? The Lightbinder is not a healer. Active mitigation, you know, we wanted to sort of differentiate from normal MMOs that do a lot of direct healing where you're staring at HP bars a lot. So in this case, you'll notice that I didn't really have to focus a lot on individual players. A lot of it was just me being able to sort of individually select them with my mouse look, or using the F1 through F3 keys, and providing them active mitigation and active damage bonuses. So it acts as a form of healing if you think about it, because it reduces the damage they take, thus they don't have to worry about getting heals, but there is no direct healing in that respect. It is also not the only support class in the game. If you check out the full reveal of all 13 classes that we posted today, you'll notice that we have another class that we've recently talked about a little bit, which is the Alchemist, which will be available in the open beta, which is one of our other supports. And they have an entirely different style of play than the Lightbinder in terms of what they provide in terms of supportive abilities to their allies. And of course, there'll be additional supportive classes added in the future as well. All right, so chat has now cleared. We've got some questions rolling in. By the way, guys, if you want your question to be seen, make sure that you say @official Skyforge in the chat. That way we can see them. So I do see some questions already pouring in here. Drew, Eric, let me know if you see any that you like in particular. As these come in, we'll start aggregating them a little bit.
Well, I mean, I got one simple one. It says, what is that class, the fast-moving purple one? Oh, maybe he's not talking about me.
Oh, I think he's talking about this person like spinning around.
Yeah.
That's a Slayer.
Yeah.
That's one of that's a Slayer who's he's 18,000 prestige currently, so he's got access to pretty much all of his abilities and talents there. Is he really 18? Man, I can't. Yeah, he is. Pretty sure it's 18. If he stops moving for a second, I can see. Yeah, 18,000 prestige, so pretty high up there. Let's see. What is your way? So I see one from Red Lime 88. I think it's a good question, and this is something that I think a lot of people weren't understanding currently in the closed beta, is how do you unlock the new classes. So he was wondering how you unlock the Necromancer. So
yeah.
Go ahead, Eric.
Go for it.
Oh, okay.
Go for it, Mike.
Okay, so currently when you start off in the Ascension Atlas, you'll start in one of the 3 basic classes. So that would be, of course, the Paladin, the Cryomancer, or the Lightbinder. And while in this CBT version, you have to unlock your ultimate to unlock this upper level of the Ascension Atlas. In the full game, in the OBT, it will come much sooner, actually. So that's something that I don't think was quite made clear at this point. So you'll be able to get to this upper level of Ascension Atlas as you progress in one of the individual classes you start with. And then once you've unlocked this upper level of the Ascension Atlas, which is what you're looking at right here, you're able to sort of progress into these individual nodes. I can zoom in here. So you'll progress across these individual nodes and sort of sections of nodes and move towards any of the classes that are available on this upper level of the Ascension Atlas. So the Necromancer, which is what you asked about, is down here. So to get to the Necromancer, you would progress across all these sets of nodes, moving across until you were able to work your way down here to the Necro himself. And that would allow you to gain access to that advanced class. So a lot of people were sort of confused. They thought maybe by the addition of classes in CBT2 it meant they would be immediately available. The way that works is the 3 main classes, Cryomancer, Paladin, and Lightbinder, are available at the start, and then you use those classes as a way to progress to and unlock any of the additional classes that are available in the upper Ascension Atlas. If you happen to purchase a Founders Pack, one of the upper level tiers of the Founders Pack, you would have gotten the Gunner and the Berserker immediately, which is something that in the full game, if you were to play outright, you wouldn't have access to. So you would have to go and actually unlock those by going through this upper Ascension Atlas. So it's one of the perks of getting the getting the Wrath of God's Founders Pack, but in no way is it the only way that you can get those classes. All the classes can be accessed for free in the game just by progressing to the respective node.
Okay. I got a question from King. Will everything from the Traveler capsules be obtainable in games? So, for example, the weapons, the skins, the mount, and the class. So, I guess he's referring to the Founders Packs.
Yeah.
And just to answer that question, so there are, in the Founders Packs, there are some exclusive costumes, and the mount is exclusive to that, the Wrath of the Gods Founders Pack. I think that's what it's called. Yep. But everything else in the Traveler's Capsule is stuff that you can earn in. Is that right, Eric? Am I right?
Yes, that's accurate. Sorry, you keep cutting out, so I'm not sure if that's on my end or your end. Yeah, so there will be items within those capsules, right? But that'll be stuff, you know, credits, enhancement stones, spark replicators, celestial threads, things like that, that are available through just normal play. So the exclusive elements, like you said, the costumes, the early class unlocks, and the exclusive mount.
Eric, I saw one from Gimme Apples. He asked if is there lore in this game, or is it just get quests?
So there's lore in the game. You know, there's a backstory to our world and the characters and the gods and what's going on here on Aelion. You know, this is something as designers we really struggle with, right? Because we want to write these epic stories, and they're very linear narratives. And then in an MMO, players don't play things linearly, and it can get really confusing. So what we've tried to do is make sure the characters resonate as you're playing through the quests. You'll encounter you know, or playing through the adventures, you'll encounter recurring characters. You'll get drawn into the story of what's going on here in Aelion, but it's not something we're going to beat you over the head with. Nor is it something where we're gonna, you know, give you paragraphs and paragraphs of lore to read from time to time. We wanted to focus early in the game, make sure that core combat was fun. Killing things, taking their stuff, going on adventures was really the fun part. And then, you know, as we evolve the game and do more with our characters and stories and world, you know, we'll look at expanding the lore, expanding the depth of the characters and things like that.
So there's one here from Ori1337. He says, will there be raids or, let's say, dungeons for larger groups with special loot? What about world bosses or any other linked content? I can talk about raids, Eric.
Yeah, go for it.
So yes, there will be raids. There was a recent dev diary that outlined a couple of the raids that we have in store. There's more that we already have in development, and those raids are currently designed for 10 players. And they're designed to have, you know, the use of multiple mechanics with, you know, proper tanks and support and DPS. Not really so much of Zergfest, but, you know, actual phases with mechanics that you'll need to, you know, learn with your group and actually understand how to execute. So definitely there will be raids. I don't know, Eric, if you can touch on world bosses, but I just wanted to mention that about raids.
Yeah, so world bosses right now, you know, in some of the air zones, we'll have larger persistent bosses, you know, that are there for multiple players to tackle. They can be disruptive to play experience if you're low level in an area, and, you know, we've just got this uber huge, difficult to tackle thing. You know, since our focus has been on letting players, you know, find the content they want to find, and consume it, right? If you're ready for a group fight, we're going to serve that up to you through the Divine Observatory, rather than, say, have you stumble across a seriously huge group boss that's just going to eat your face off in an open air zone. So
that being said, there are open air bosses that you'll be able to tackle with other players.
Yeah, and you know, they are, you know, in Skyforge terms a world boss, but maybe not what people coming from some other games may expect, where you have this multiple, you know, epic group boss or something like that, that really takes coordinated effort, right? That's what we have the group instances for. That's what we have the raids for, and that type of stuff. Looks like we lost Drew from this conversation.
Oh, he'll come back shortly. Let's see here. We can continue this. Let's see. Oh, lots of questions coming in really quickly here.
Yep.
Is the prestige progression soloable, or will there be a point when you need to party up in order to increase your player power? That comes from Kaledvor. Is there a point you need to party up, or can you do it all?
We're not requiring it. You know, we want to make most of the game content accessible to players how they want to play, right? Some people want to play in a group. They've got their regular, you know, whatever, Wednesday night group, Friday night group they play with. Other players, you know, like being in a world with tons of other people, but don't want to depend on them, don't want to be required to interact with them. So we're not going to force players into a certain type of content just to get their prestige where they want it to be. So it won't be a requirement.
All right. Let's see here. So someone called MPJH says that they play a tank, and just how ridiculously tanky can I get?
You know, watching some people play as tanks, you know, they're able to hold aggro and really, you know, manage that threat, keep the monsters locked on them. You know, we have put a lot of abilities in the game that allow players to customize how they want to tank, whether it's, you know, just being highest on DPS, or whether they want to have abilities that are going to, like taunts and things like that, that are going to help manage that, you know, be able to pull creatures off your friends at a distance, stuff like that. So, you know, I think given player skill, if that's your area of specialization and how you spec out your character, you're going to be able to be a really great tank, if that's what you want to do.
Great. Cool. Well, I don't think we maybe have any. Let me check here to see if we have any additional keys to give out real quickly. Let's see if we can answer any additional questions in the meantime. I did see, as a general question, someone was asking whether or not, where did it go here? Where did your question go? Oh, is the 13 classes we revealed today going to be the only classes in the game?
So, no, they're not. You know, those 13 classes will be the ones that are available to unlock starting in OBT. But we plan to continue adding classes and content to the game post-launch. It's probably my favorite part about working on games like this, is it's not just put it in a box, throw it on the shelves, and hope it does well. You know, we have a persistent game service that we want to keep alive, keep adding content to, you know, see the things that players like, do more of that, or just explore other creative ideas. You know, we've got a broad range of classes in those 13 classes, right? You got the Archer, which is one of my personal favorites. You know, Kinetic, you've got classes that look more traditional fantasy, right? You've got high-tech classes like the Gunner. So the sky's the limit for the stuff we really want to do and the stuff we want to add. So we've got a lot of stuff in the works. You know, some new classes being developed here at Obsidian, some being developed by the Allods Team, right? We collaborate on all those, but players can look forward to seeing more ads as we go forward.
Great. Awesome. So we do not have any more beta keys to give out right now. We've run out of our allotment for today, but we still have a little bit of time, so we probably can answer one or two more questions. So if you're okay with not receiving a beta key, we'll still, you know, go to answering your questions here in the comments. Let's see here.
I got a question lined up for you guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so
where have you been? Is that the question?
Where have I been? Yeah, my PC crashed. Got blue screen.
Ooh.
Love it. Yeah. So Molden asked, will respecking be available? For example, will I be able to remove all my sparks in the Ascension Atlas and redo the path?
So
basically,
right now,
can you?
Yeah, can you start for ground zero but keep all the rewards you gain? Right now, that's not an option. You know, it's something that if there's high player demand for it, it's something we might incorporate. You know, but certainly we've tried to make the game and our reward systems in a way that encourage players to be able to explore multiple paths and not feel like they need to respec 100% if they've gone down a path they don't like, or that they've invested too much time or energy into something that they're maybe not enjoying. Players should be able to get enough rewards to explore pretty freely without feeling the need to just respec from the ground up. So, you know, you don't max out a class and then go, oh, I wonder what it'd be like to play a maxed out Necromancer. I'm just going to pour, you know, respec and put all my points into that, right? We'd rather have people learn the classes, evolve them as they go up, and then explore different stuff and see what really works for them.
Sweet. Any other final question?
I got one more question, kind of an interesting one. All right, so Ren99 asked, Will invasions have any lore behind them, or are they just kill and loot?
You know, so the basics of the invasion system is you know, tied to the world lore, right? We've got you know, the basics of the world of Skyforge is that gods derive their power from their followers, and the elder god who once protected the world of Aelion's gone. So this world is vulnerable to invasion from other gods, right? Who want to control it, gain those followers, and increase their own power, right? So those are the armies you see invading. You know, in terms of, are we going to bog you down in a linear narrative as part of the invasion events and stuff like that? No, we want people to be able to get in and participate, you know, even without a deep knowledge of the game's lore, right? So, hey, stuff is going on, here's this event, I can just go to it and start laying waste and you know, learning the gameplay mechanics and understanding what's going on there. Once again, that's our primary focus. But it is, you know, there's always that backbone of lore and logic to the world and what we want to have go on and what we want players to understand. So,
right. Alright guys, that is going to go ahead and be all the questions that we're answering for this stream. We appreciate everybody coming out for the CB2 stream. We're going to have, of course, additional CBT2 streams over the next week. So I definitely recommend that you guys, you know, follow the stream here if you want to be kept up to date on those. I believe we're, you know, going to be hosting some interesting events coming up soon. So hopefully you guys will be able to participate those in the CBT2. But in the meantime, go ahead, of course, join us on our forums, Twitter, Facebook, and of course Google Plus. If you have any other questions or anything that you want to discuss or ask, we can, of course, discuss those or ask those on those official channels and forums. So yeah, I recommend you guys head over there if you're not and sign up for the beta if you have yet to do so. You can get the starting Founders Pack at $19.99 if you're in the US, which is gets you access to the beta if you're interested in playing that. And of course, the Wrath of Gods Founders Packs are still available as well, which will get you access to the special exclusive mounts, some exclusive skins and currencies, as well as you know, the additional classes of the Gunner and Berserker. Drew, Eric, do you guys have anything to add before we wrap up today's stream?
No, what classes are we going to be playing as in the next stream?
So coming up next, we're going to be playing as the Kinetic and as the Necromancer. So you guys are going to be looking forward to seeing both of those classes in play, some of their abilities, how their play styles work out. And we're going to be continuing.
We're going to get the Archer in there too, aren't we?
Yeah, we got to get all the classes. We're going to get all the classes. Yeah. So we have all those scheduled coming up next. So you guys are going to be able to see all of the additional classes, the advanced classes that have been added and unlocked in the Ascension Atlas. So we've sort of covered all the basic classes, covered the 2 Founders Pack classes, and now we'll get into some of the more nuanced classes available in Skyforge. We're looking forward to that. But otherwise, guys, we'll see you for the next live stream. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. See you later.